Ever had that moment when you suddenly realize something has to change? That was me, staring into the mirror, acknowledging that my weight was holding me back. It was more than just physical discomfort or health concerns. There was an emotional toll too, a nagging feeling of insecurity that shadowed my every move. The laughter I heard, the whispers, the stares, they all seemed to revolve around me and my size. It was exhausting and I was tired. Tired of feeling out of breath, tired of feeling less than. It felt as if I was carrying around a weight that was much more than just physical. That's when I knew. It was time. Time to make a change, time to reclaim my life. It wasn't going to be easy, but I was ready to face the challenge. And so, with a touch of fear and a whole lot of determination, I took my first step towards my transformation. Walking into a gym for the first time can be quite a daunting experience, but I was on a mission. The humming of treadmills, the clanking of weights, the smell of sweat and determination. Everything was new and overwhelming to me. But I knew I had to start somewhere. And this was my starting line. I stepped into the gym with a goal, a dream to change my life. I wasn't a professional athlete. I was just an ordinary person, carrying a little extra weight, both physically and emotionally. But I had determination, and that's what mattered the most. My initial days in the gym were filled with confusion. I didn't know the difference between a dumbbell and a barbell, but I was eager to learn. I started with simple exercises, a little bit of cardio here, a set of weights there. Nothing too strenuous, just enough to get my heart racing and my muscles working. As days turned into weeks, I gradually increased my load. I added more weights, ran a little longer, pushed a little harder. I made a commitment to myself to work out at least 3 times a week. I knew consistency was key, and I was determined to stick to my routine. With every passing day, I could feel myself getting stronger. Not just physically, but mentally too. The gym became my battleground, and every workout was a victory. I was not just lifting weights, I was lifting off years of self-doubt and insecurity. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were days when I felt like giving up. Days when my muscles ached and my mind wavered. But I reminded myself of why I started. I reminded myself of the promise I made to myself. I was not just working out, I was working on building a better version of myself. Despite the initial awkwardness and the challenges I faced, I was serious. I was not just working on my body, I was working on changing my life. And let me tell you, every drop of sweat, every aching muscle, every moment of exhaustion was worth it. Because in the end, I was not just losing weight, I was gaining a whole new perspective on life. The gym was not just a place to sweat, it was a new world of possibilities, and I was ready to explore. This was no ordinary journey. It was a journey of transformation, of discovery, of becoming the best version of myself. And it all started with a single step into the gym. As I began to lose weight, I also began to gain, not just muscle, but strength, not just endurance, but resilience, not just flexibility, but adaptability. Each pump of iron, each bead of sweat, each breath out of exhaustion was a testament to the strength I was building, a strength that was not merely physical, but mental and emotional too. But the gym offered more than just a physical transformation. It was a catalyst for change on a deeper level. It was a school of discipline, teaching me the value of consistency and dedication. Each workout was a lesson in perseverance, pushing me to exceed my limits, to reach new heights, and to never give up. The gym also became a playground for self-improvement. Here, I learned to set goals, to track progress, and to celebrate milestones. I learned to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. I learned to love the process, not just the results. And as I dove deeper into this world, I discovered a sense of community. A community of individuals, all on their own journeys, all with their own goals, yet all united by a common purpose: to better themselves. It was here that I found camaraderie, support, and motivation. It was here that I found a sense of belonging. But the most profound change was not in my physique, but in my spirit. I was no longer the same person who first stepped into the gym. I was stronger, more confident, more resilient. I was a new person with a new outlook on life. Each workout was not just a step towards weight loss, it was a step towards a new me. Each rep was not just a physical challenge, but a mental triumph. Each drop of sweat was not just a sign of exertion, but a symbol of transformation. So my friends, the gym is more than just a place to work out. It is a world of discovery, a world of transformation, a world where you can become the best version of yourself, one workout at a time. The gym was not just changing my body, it was changing my mind. As the weeks turned into months, I began to notice something remarkable. The gym was not just a place where I was shaping my physique, it was also a place shaping my psychology. The physical changes that were happening were mirrored by an emotional transformation that was equally as profound. Each time I lifted heavier, ran faster, pushed harder, I was chipping away at the self-doubt that had been a constant companion for so long. Every bead of sweat that fell was like a piece of my old self, the self filled with insecurities, being left behind. The gym became a mirror reflecting back to me the person I was becoming. I could see a person who was not afraid to face their fears, a person who was not hesitant to push their boundaries. I was watching myself become stronger, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Each workout was not just an exercise for my body, but an exercise in self-esteem. I was learning to respect my body, to appreciate what it was capable of. I was learning that I was more than just my appearance or my weight. I was strength, I was determination, I was resilience, and as my body changed, so did my perception of it. I began to see myself not as someone who was overweight, but as someone who was fit. I started to take pride in my progress, in the muscles that were forming, in the endurance I was building. I stopped hiding my body and started celebrating it. I was no longer the person who was ashamed to look at themselves in the mirror. Instead, I was the person who couldn't wait to see their reflection, to see the physical manifestation of all the hard work, the dedication, the persistence. I was no longer defined by my weight, but by my will. And as I shed the pounds, I also shed the insecurities that had been weighing me down. I was not just losing weight, I was gaining confidence. I was not just burning calories, I was burning away self-doubt. I was not just shedding pounds, I was shedding my insecurities. No journey is without its trials, and mine was no different. As I ventured deeper into my fitness journey, I encountered a myriad of challenges that tested my resolve. There were days when my muscles ached, when my body screamed at me to stop, when the weight on the bar seemed impossible to lift. But these were the moments that truly defined my journey. Each struggle in the gym was a reflection of the struggles I had faced in my life. The heavy weights mirrored the weight of my insecurities, the daunting workouts were akin to the fears I had to overcome, and the sweat that poured from my body was a symbol of the hard work and dedication it took to change. Every time I thought about giving up, I remembered the person I used to be, the person who was held back by their weight, their insecurities, their fear. I remembered how I felt, how I looked, and how desperately I wanted to change. This memory fueled my determination, pushing me to work harder, to lift heavier, to sweat more. But the challenges weren't only physical, they were mental too. It took a lot of mental strength to drag myself to the gym on the days when I was tired, when I was demotivated, when I was struggling with personal issues. But each time I managed to push through these mental barriers, I came out stronger on the other side. These challenges, as daunting as they were essential to my journey. They molded me into the person I am today. A person who is stronger, more confident, and more determined. They taught me that the only limits that exist are the ones we set for ourselves, and that with hard work, dedication, and a strong will, we can overcome anything. Each challenge faced was a testament to my willpower and a reminder of why I started this journey. They were proof that I was capable of more than I ever thought possible, and they were the stepping stones that led me to a better, healthier, more confident version of myself. The gym was no longer just a place to work out, it had become a way of life. Each day brimming with anticipation for my next workout, my next challenge, my next victory. I found myself in a rhythm, a routine that was as essential as my morning coffee. And it wasn't just about the weights, the treadmill, or the fitness classes. It was about the energy I felt surging through me, the strength I was gaining, and the positivity that was now a core part of my outlook on life. The gym became my sanctuary, my place of solace and my playground. The sweat, the burn, the rush of endorphins after a good workout, it was addictive. I was not just working out, I was growing, evolving, transforming. This transformation was not limited to the physical. My confidence soared, my perspective shifted. I was happier, healthier, and more in tune with myself. I had not just transformed my body, I had transformed my life.